welcome back to my Space Haven Alpha 17 playthrough, or Let's Play, I should say. Between last adventure and this one, all I did was come over to the new ship that we're claiming, Helene, and I checked the sketch and updated it a little bit, going along more something like this, I believe. I'm gonna move the airlock over here, and that's where it will sit for a long time operation. For some reason, it got rid of part of my hull. Let's restore that. Let's get that. I think that lines up. Yeah, that's what I want it to do. Okay, so we'll let them continue. Ooh, I'll let them continue with that operation. You saw I got a notice there about it being emergency power. Once again, going through checking, I turned logistics off on the things that shouldn't have logistics on yet. We can just speed up time and let them get to work. Crew's headed back. There's nothing for them to do over there. Looks like their focus is on stripping this ship down. And we can see there's an L3 power core here that eventually they will rip down and hopefully gain a little bit of schematic experience. Didn't, but they could have. Anytime they're pulling or ripping something down that you don't know how to build, they could gain schematic experience. I think that happened just there, but sped through it too fast to even see it. The schematic experience will help you develop that technology later. Other than, it'd be interesting to try and optimize that, but it's not really worth it. Moving along, what's going on? Everyone's asleep. Morning, everyone eats breakfast and heads off to work. So eventually I'll get my crew on 2 different shifts, and why don't I show how you do that first. Over here in crew mode management, you can go over to schedule. You can see there's schedule 1, which everyone sort of has by default, even though it doesn't explicitly say it. So let's go through and click everyone over to schedule 1. And you can create a second one. Our people need apparently about 5 hours of sleep. And one thing I've noticed is if they're off doing other tasks and it's time for them to sleep, they'll finish the task they're doing, they'll head back, and by the time they get to the bunk, it could be 2 hours into their sleep cycle. So they can't get the full 5 unless they'd already headed back for 2 hours previous. So I think that's what this 2 hours of free time is here, just to get them back to the ship or wherever their beds are, because they're usually very close to the lounges. If they get there, they can eat, take care of business, and then by the time their sleep schedule actually rolls around, they are right there and they can go and get their full 5 hours. Also, give them a little free time, an hour right in the morning for their breakfast. This way they're sure to get something to eat and have that opportunity to use the restroom. Alright, so we will create a schedule to not assign anyone to it yet. If I assigned someone to it right now, they would immediately go back and try and go to sleep. That seems unnecessary. I need to get all the work out of them I can. They're busy stripping down this ship. Now you can notice, I'm going to slow it down a little bit. You can notice there's a shuttle here and 3 of the crew members walking around tearing stuff down. The other shuttle is back at the hangar working on, well, it's just hanging out at the hangar. I got a colonist here, crew member here, moving the stuff to the storage area. And there's a couple colonists here building out the ship. They're trying to seal up the hull breaches and build out where the airlock will go. These construction pods, if I can click on one, they are responsible for building out your ship and also tearing down the hull of any derelict that you say you want hull scrap from. So they're doing double duty, and I believe Kendall and Diesel are both constructors. If we go to the priorities, Diesel is a constructor and Kendall is a constructor. So you won't see, I don't believe you'll see Bruce ever flying one of these ships. He doesn't do that. He doesn't do construction or destruction. He just moves stuff. And this is probably, he's back here at the base doing logistics because it's all he can do. It's not the worst thing. He's also, as we've mentioned in the past, the botanist. So he hangs around the base, moving stuff around. When the opportunity comes up, he'll come here and work with the plants. So everyone's got their own tasks. Now, right now, if you look here, you can see the shuttle. It's got a full inventory of stuff headed back to drop it off back at the base. And the second shuttle then, you can see, is headed back to support the crew and get loaded up with more scrap. So having 2 shuttles makes it a bit more efficient. This crew doesn't have to wait for the other shuttle to return before they have some place to dump their scrap. Also, since there is no airlock here for them to get oxygen from, and they can just get it from the shuttle, I believe. It's nice to have the shuttle here in case they run low on oxygen. You don't want them dying. Now we've got 1 person on it. He goes, he can leave. That tells me that this other shuttle will be called back in just a second, even though it was trying to dock. It is docking. It's likely to be called back to the other ship. Just a moment. Or it'll turn me into a liar. There it is. Called back to the other ship. Just a moment to support the scrapper crew. So having 2 shuttles really does help with the activity of scrapping a ship. How are they doing over here? So sealing up the airlock, or sealing up this portion of the ship from the hull breaches, and you can see it is not indicating, see, bad environment. Here we see this little exclamation mark. This is indicating breach, breach, breach. There is not a breach over here. It is as they build out, they put this scaffolding in place that apparently seals it and keeps it from being a hull breach. You can then build out your ship dynamically anytime, as long as there aren't hull breaches that won't create new ones, even if they don't complete the construction project. So everyone's still just moving scrap over. I'm gonna go and speed it up again. Like I said, we can just watch from above and pulling this ship apart and building up this one. Doing little logistics back and forth. Alright. Really want them to get done with this ship soon. Come on. Got hull breaches all over the place. Sealed up that portion. Sealed up that portion. I need you to finish here. Once they finish here, I can put the airlock in. Once the airlock is here, then the little forbidden area over here that I can't build in will go away. So we need that soon. Okay. It looks like it's set up already for the airlock. So just rotate it around, stick it in place, plop it down. And I'm even going to say this is high construction priority. So as soon as there's someone available to build it, or to just move the supplies over and then to build it, they will do that. And once it's built, shuttles will come here to support it. Uh-oh. Okay. It's still fine. What are you doing over here? Moving about. That was weird, Lenora. No, everyone's sleeping. I missed putting them on a second schedule. I'll have to remember to do it this day 3. Everyone's eating breakfast. Working on their tasks. Okay, all turned blue. That means all the supplies are here. They're trying to seal what they can with the supplies, going back and forth. Bruce, not the builder. Bruce is just logistics. Where's the builder? Amelia. Amelia's gonna build the airlock. Airlock finished. Alright, so again, I want everyone taking a break over here if they can. You're not allowed to take a break on this ship yet. If we go to sketch at this point, I was wrong. This hasn't gone away yet. Maybe now? Now it has. There was a ship there. That was the problem. Alright. Let's go on, seal this up, and activate these halls and these halls, and let me continue the sketch. Now I wanted an opening that was 7 wide down here, so it looks like it'll just be all of it. Yep, okay. one of the things I like to do is look at the outside of the ship, see it from the top. It's got this weird little hole in it for right now. That's alright. I kind of like that. It's kind of blobby, asymmetric. Let's worry about sealing it up first, and then we can expand and do more construction, start filling out the shape. It looks like, yeah, there's some rubble here, but they've fully salvaged everything there. So we're gonna go over to the next ship, we're gonna abandon it, and now we have the option of transferring these robots. Why not? Oh, we'll do it here. Select where they're going, and then we'll also bring all the scrap over here. It'll just create more logistics later, but that's okay. The other thing we can do is select these asteroids and mine them. Where are these going? Alright, apparently to fix this, I have to say, no, don't pull any of it over there. Come over here and bring it over there. Yeah, that fixed it. So select this. Don't do that. Select this. Do that. Let's just mine all this stuff then, because I know I will want it all in the end. I can move it over logistics wise later. Come on guys, seal up this hull. No oxygen, bad temperature. Need to seal this. Are they sleeping? Alright, they're not sleeping. Time to put everyone that's not on the first team, so Bruce and Lenora, onto a different sleep schedule. Bruce, welcome to Schedule 2. Lenora, welcome to Schedule 2. So she's going to be up for a while, but it'll be okay as she converts to a later sleep schedule. Now, one of the things staggering their sleep schedule will do is will allow me to build less beds over in the second ship, because they can hot bunk, or one person's done using the bunk, someone else can go and take a sleep in that same bed, same bunk. The other thing it will allow me to do is there are a limited number of construction vessels. Now, we got 3 construction vessels, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that could take advantage of them. So by spacing those out at different shifts, while one crew is sleeping, the other crew can use the limited construction vessels. You may want to consider that as you're setting up these different schedules. I'm not too worried about it. Mostly I wanted to keep my away team on one sleep schedule. That way when I activate them, usually in the morning, they will all be fresh and ready to go. Now they're going out mining, working on everything. We're going max speed, and we still have a hull breach. Are you guys ever gonna fix that hull breach? Did I tell them to fix the hull breach? Go back. Where's the sketch? I did not tell them to fix the hull breach. That was the problem. Activate that. I missed it. Why are you still reporting the hull breach? Activate sketch. There. Just do that. Activate sketch. Alright, hull breaches are closed up. Now, that means any other activations I do, they will not have a problem with losing atmosphere. So I'm going to extend this. We're going to need an engine compartment. Let's get 2, because I'm sure we'll need it. I'll just activate all the engine compartment, then bring it straight up to the ship. So they got access to it. Let's flare it out a little bit. Why not? That looks good. And we'll proceed from there. This looks like it probably can be pulled down, squared off. No, I just flared it out, but square it off. A little bit of section here. A little bit of section here. Alright, that's good. That'll help. One of the things is I have an airlock. They're going to need someplace for storage. Let's extend the hull here enough to give them some storage locations. We got the power core, that's fine there. We're going to need some place to store shuttles. Let's do that here. We'll end up putting the hangars here. And we're going to need some place for crew. Let's stick crew over here for right now. So kind of blocky. We'll see how it goes as I extend this out. What I didn't do was create some place for the power core and ship's computer. So let's give them, let's build this out just a little bit more. Enough space for the power core and ship's computer. Once they get a section done, we'll move the power core over and immediately they can start fueling it, restore power in here. It's looking good. And you can see now, while the away team is awake, Bruce and Lenora are sleeping. So everything's going exactly how I wanted. This is a dark ship. We need to put some windows in it soon. Okay. Let's dismantle these beds. They're not going to get beds like this. Let's dismantle this table as well. We are going to have to... no, that's all we have to dismantle, right? Oh, there's some other beds. This is great. There's enough soft scrap here. We can just tell them to build new beds. We're gonna tell them, go build bunks. They're used to bunks at this point, so it's not a big deal. We'll throw an end table in here for them. We will... This is gonna be a little bit of a mess, but we're gonna build a wall across this. Throw in a door here. Here, which means I'm gonna rotate this bed around. Rotate the end table, move the bed back. Going to build a wall there. Or not build a wall there. This is problematic. I can't put the bathroom in here. Are we gonna expand this anymore, guys? I can, so I will. I made this a little too small. Go through, cancel all this, cancel. Grab the walls, build this one. This will actually allow me to fix a couple things. Let's activate sketch, and we want that. That's giving me plenty of room. And activate some of the sketch along there as well. More than enough. And I'm likely to actually create new problems. So I want to give them enough ability to move around. So I'll just activate this all around. And give them a hallway back to the main ship. Alright. This is a lot of ship to build all at once. You can see they have no problem going, build more. Build it out. We're going to immediately build out a wall here. Now the idea is I want to fully enclose the bedroom with walls rather than just hall walls. This way, when I later expand, I won't expose their bedroom to the rest of the ship. What is here? That's a light? Yeah, dismantle. Don't need no light. facilities. I think I saw a toilet over here. I'll just move it. And that should be pretty good. Let's give them another door at the other side, which fortunately means they might sometimes use the bathroom as a hallway. But that's okay, I guess. Let's let them build the walls first. I got the supplies. They're really building out this ship. Well, I guess I'm really building out this ship. I'm not sure I'll be able to have enough engines for this vessel. Will I be able to fit 3 of the engines side by side? We'll find out. We will find out. Oh, yeah, it's complaining about ship points. I'll do that until I move, or until I build a computer core. Is this built? This is built. Nice. Let's go in here and build some furniture. Table, end table, there. I don't know if you could hear my cat playing in a box. Okay. Let's grab the power core, move it over to, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 space. So I think I can stick it right there. And we are going to also grab a system core and dump this right here. And these are some of the things we need for the ship. We're also going to, like I said, need a place for storage. Do 3 storage lockers. We'll probably fill them up. Let's see. Thermal regulators. Got a kitchen. How come they didn't dismantle this? Did I not tell them to dismantle that? Okay. So dismantling, cleaning up the ship. The main thing claiming this ship gave us was some floor space already defined. It gave us the X3 power core. Those were the big things. The actual format of the ship is not so important for what we're doing. The other thing, I'm going to grab this vent here and I'm going to stick it in the bedroom. We're going to have people sleeping in here through a portion of the day. There will always be people in here. By sticking a vent here, it's another place for oxygen to get in and carbon dioxide to get out. So that will hopefully be a little better for them. Dismantle that bed, don't need that one. Is there an oxygen generator? I don't see one. So we're gonna have to go build 2 oxygen generators. Apparently they like breathing. I'll stick 1 there and 1 I don't want to stick it too close to the living area, because there is a negative associated with running the oxygen generator. If we look at this point, at the comfort level, you can see very positive here. That's nice. They'd like a light. It'd probably be even better with a light, so let's give them a light for when they sleep. Wall light, we'll dump it right there. Then we need a leisure area here. Temperature, ooh, it's cold. Well, yes. The only place there's any heat is apparently the power core. Ah, the computer core is putting off heat. Or will? I don't know. Not sure why it was showing as hot. It shouldn't be hot. Storage areas. Again, let's go and turn off food consumption. In case they move food in here, we don't want them eating it. I want them getting food out of the kitchen. They're not animals. Come on. Really can't wait for them to get that power core up and get some power in this ship. Come on. Don't eat out of there. Is there a door there? And you don't actually have to enclose the toilet. You can have the toilet exposed to everything. But that doesn't seem very thematic. Alright, so middle of the night, we just got Bruce and Lenora, and they all came back for a second. Bruce was doing some botany, Lenora's flying back and forth, doing who knows what. Logistics, moving one thing at a time. Wonderful, Lenora, thanks. Here she comes, moves one thing, goes back. It could be more efficient. But at least something's getting done. Oh, she's building the power core. Amelia is, rather. Backup power. Amelia runs back. Hopefully someone will bring over one energy rod. This is it. They stick that in. Lights come on. We got heaters coming on. Oxygen should start being generated soon. So if we go and see temperature, yep, everything's coming up. If we check oxygen, it's low, but that's better than it had before. And next time someone comes over, which won't be for a while, I guess, no reason. Everyone work, idling, idling, idling. Yeah, no one's got anything to do. So let's see if I can give them a new task. We're gonna abandon this one. Going to salvage everything. So the constructor bots will go, or constructor bots, the crew with construction will go and start ripping it apart. And then let's stick some hyperdrives here. I'm going to stick these as close together as I can, which apparently is not very close. Get this a little closer, can't I? Yeah. I think I can get 3 here. It's like I planned it. 3 hyperdrives being built. They'll bring the stuff over. The other thing you want to do, once you have it started, come over to settings, turn on maintenance and cleaning, and I'm going to do this at regular speed, maybe a little faster. The idea is she is now walking around without a spacesuit. She can do that. If we look at the outside of our ship right now, it's not much to look at. It's a weird kind of shape, but it started. O2 is rising. We're at 28%, so it's a little low. Well, I guess medium. But they're over here walking around still. CO2 should be fine. There's a scrubber here. There's temperature. The thing I don't think I took care of was water vapor. Is there a condenser anywhere? I don't see one. Okay. Two things we have to work on. First, we need an area for everyone to relax in. I think that will be this area here. This wall's going to, for now, be dismantled. This wall as well will be dismantled. And I will remove hull. I did not want this connected, but I did need to seal the breach. Build hull here where it already exists. I will eventually separate this in its entirety. The other thing, build more hull. Hopefully we can do this. Let's grab one more. There we go. And let it go. Full speed. Wow, they really do have most of this place set up. So what I'm going to do is select all and transfer everything from the base over to the ship. So it'll be a little quicker to get it built up in the future, because all the supplies will already be here. Turn this on max speed and let it go. It is just dark on this ship. Let's take care of that. Can I add a light to the bathroom? I can. Stick it behind them. Oh, they're going in, cleaning up little things. That's good. And I am going to do this. I know I talked about second airlock. I'm just going to do this now. It just makes sense to me. Okay. I don't think I want this wall. This going to dismantle that thermal regulator, and I'm going to build another one. Where's life support? Thermal regulator. Gonna build it right there. Need to be able to get through. Also, move this doorway. we can do that right there. And build a wall. Dismantle that, and go and remove this part of the ship. Don't need it. I want a separation there. Oh, they got the engines built. Now it shows that they're not on the high capacity grid, and charging of them will be slower. That's fine for now. We don't need super fast charging yet. We will get it, but right now there are higher priorities. First is making it so the crew actually want to be over here. We're gonna move the kitchen. Move it to, I'm gonna say right here. It doesn't matter too much. We'll move the kitchen right there. I'll cancel the move action so they actually finish the walls first. Okay, let's give them a window, a whole window. Give them a table. Where can I stick the table? I think I can stick it right there. And give them... Oh, so the window provided light in this room, which is nice. Furniture. Give them another light on the other side. Actually, cancel that light. Don't need it. The generic chairs that they give you, that they start off with, this X1 chair, takes 1 soft scrap, 10 tools, and gives you only a 5 comfort. If we come up here and get the couch, it's, again, 1 soft scrap, 10 tools, but 10 comfort, and it provides a little light around it. So, it's pretty nice. I'm gonna move this one, give them 2 tables. There'll be a table here and a table here. We'll make this big enough that 8 people can hang out in this area at once. And since I believe they finished the wall, I'll move the kitchen over here. And they should be able to, at this point, finish this little area, little living space for them. Hopefully they don't trap themselves. They're likely to trap themselves. Alright, I have to remove. Oh, no, they won't trap themselves. When the kitchen goes here, it won't obstruct their ability to get to this point in the wall. I never built them a tool facility. So there's a checklist of things that you're supposed to build, and up here it's been yelling at me, build a tool facility. So let's do that. Is that resources? Resources. Tool facility. We'll stick it back here by the computer core. It's more of an engineering thing. Let's go to this tool facility and tell them stop with the logistics. Don't bring any more info blocks back here. We're going to use this one from now on. It already exists. Now they built the kitchen. We have to go into, like I said, the settings, go and modify, turn down the excessive food that they're wasting. We need to be careful, not spend too much food. Now you see that it is warning me this part of the ship is inaccessible. That's fine, there's no one back here, it doesn't need to be accessible. And you can see this is fairly well lit at this point. If we go into comfort area, they're very comfortable in this space for leisure time. So that is nice. There's plenty of light, there's seating, there's tables. If we go to the sleeping area, they got light, beds, and closer to this they have the table. Well, apparently you don't get any bonus for light in the sleeping chamber. That's alright. They can have that in the bedroom anyway. And here we go. So I've used a design similar to this before, but I never stick the engines on this end of the sketch. So the whole thing seems backwards to me. It's thrown me off. I want to rotate the whole perspective, but I don't believe they allow you to do that at this point. Is this loaded up with food? This does have food. It is loaded up. So what I'm going to do, come back here, turn off logistics here, and tell my people, hey, I know I told you guys that you want to break exclusively at the station. I was wrong. Not only that, you want to sleep on the ship. The station, no longer really where we want to be. So at this point, they'll start moving over here. This is where they'll break. This is where they'll sleep. This is, for all intents and purposes, their new home. Let's build a research lab. So one of the things you want to get going pretty early is a research lab. This will allow them to start progressing down the technology tree. And that will make you more powerful. So with the lab built, botany. We need botany so we can start with these grow beds. So we will start down this line. Now you can see we already have some schematics information of botany. They got that from deconstructing the grow beds on the other ships. So there is all sorts of benefits to salvaging the other ships. You can see there's all sorts of activities that they can start doing or researching, but I need botany. They need to be growing their own food soon. So there we go. If we look, I think this is even a nice place for them to hang out, you know, work-wise. Yeah, they like working here. There's nothing too negative. There is the oxygen generator, which is pretty loud, but they're just far enough away it's not bothering them. Alright, so crew is sleeping. They're all sleeping in the new ship. Everything's coming together. I'm gonna come over here and turn off the logistics on these oxygen generators. I don't think I need any more water being dumped in here. They'll produce oxygen for a while and people won't be using it too much. I mean, running back and forth logistically, but don't want them wasting stuff. Power core, that's fine. There actually may be a need for power. Breakfast, crew, away team 1, eating breakfast, using the facilities, and are back to work. Crew 2, Lenora, taking a break, and at this point you can see no idea where Bruce is. Bruce just came back in this shuttle. Lenora's been down here for a while, chilling. And she goes to sleep. Bruce missed dinner. He went straight to the bunk like I said he would. So it'll be breakfast before he comes out and actually gets his meal for the day. But he didn't miss any of his allotted sleep time. Alright, I see Amelia in here. She's taking a break. Wonder if that means that there isn't work to do. No, there's work to do. Because there's hauling stuff. You can always come down here and see what tasks they have. They have stored all the items and got done with most of their tasks. So actually they are out of tasks. There's some haul blocks. We can... oh, they're gonna hate this. Scrubber, what's nothing in the inventory? Okay. Where can I stick this? I'm gonna drop this. They're gonna move it over here. And move the heater to between the two airlocks. Going to... that's good there. Let's get rid of that portion of the wall. I don't think we need that. So that'll empty out this space. I need that. I'm gonna dismantle that. Dismantle that. And you can see as I'm selecting these things to be dismantled, little tasks are being created over top or next to them. And I'm going to dismantle all of that. All that wall space is being dismantled. Okay, with all that dismantled, let's look at airlocks. Before we leave, it's a good idea to move the mining pods over and the shuttles. So, am I going to be able to fit side by side? No, they never fit side by side. How far am I? Overlap of 3. Can I shift this over 3? I think I can. Can I do a second shuttle hangar? I can. Doesn't even have to be that far. Alright, it's going right there. They're gonna hate it, this. They don't like working next to shuttles, but they're going to. They're gonna have to for now. Look at that. Everything's going according to plan. Okay, one of the things I'm gonna need to do is I am actually going to go find the power, make a large power node, And I believe if I stick it here, it'll cover nearly everything I need it to. No hull blocks, no hull blocks. Got a problem. Out of hull blocks. So what I'm gonna do, come back over here, come back here, let's just see. Transfer, am I moving hull scrap? I am. Let's only move 15 of this hull scrap. Let's keep 20 here. Zoom in. We're going to logistics, start this, give it a job, hull scrap. So every hull scrap I scrap is 1/4 one of these blocks and one of these. Well, 0.1 of these. So it takes 10 to get me 2.5 hull blocks and 1 steel plate. If I do 20, I will get 5 hull blocks and 2 steel plates. That's pretty good. So I'll tell them it's no. I'll do that. I'll start 10. We'll see what they build out. I'll do 15. Hull scrap. Let's do 15. If I schedule 15, I think they'll actually bring 16 over here. And that's okay. Because I really want 20. So I'll handle it. I don't want to leave fractional anything in the base. It's a waste of materials. I need 5 just for that. This is... I'm just going to turn it on. It's going to be a waste of materials. It almost doesn't matter. Continuous. We need all the hull we can get. Let's try and conserve it a little bit though. And turn off logistics. Turn off logistics. So they'll be down to 1 constructor that will actually be getting hull blocks that they can use for expanding. Grow beds, new research. It's good we got grow beds early. Item fabricator will give them guns, jukebox, make them happier. Energy refinery we will need eventually to build new power cores and also hyperfuel. So we'll do energy refinery first. And proceed. Oh. Alright, so we have the basics of the ship. We are utilizing what we can of the facilities here to allow us to continue to expand our ship, get a basic ship up and running. So that's where I'm going to end this. Have a safe adventure, and I will see you next time on Space Haven Alpha 17. Thank you.